Crystal Computers and Games.
Take one. Okay, so this is Christopher's computer that he's built with various scavenged parts. Could you tell us where they're all from, Christopher? Start with the CD drives. Where did they come from?
Well, these two CD drives, you might not be able to see the top one, but there's one there. But there's two CD drives, and they both came from Value Village.
Okay.
They were quite cheap.
That's always a good thing.
And I got a power supply there as well, but
okay, where's the power supply?
It didn't work. And this is a power supply, and I got one from this is from my cousin. And it was actually originally in this case.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the original.
Because we did a bunch of scavenging, right? And not everything worked.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that more in a minute.
Yeah.
Where did the hard drive come from?
This here is the hard drive, and it came from my grandma's computer.
Yeah, her old computer that didn't work so good anymore.
Yeah.
And then what else is in here?
Which was a Dell Inspiron 530.
Okay. And then what else is in here?
There's this fan, which is from this here that was originally in this case as well, which was on a heatsink originally.
Okay.
Which this is a fan that's actually still on its heatsink, which has a microprocessor underneath it, which is a AMD A4.
Okay, and what's that fan for?
That fan's for cooling.
Yeah, it keeps it from getting too hot, right?
And
okay, what else you got in there that you...
I've got SATA cables. This SATA cable and this one came with this motherboard, which is an AMD motherboard. Wait, no, it's an Asus motherboard. My mistake. And this SATA cable I got from Memory Express, along with this here one.
Okay. So the RAM cards and the motherboard and...
These here things are the RAM cards, and they are 2 gigabyte each, and they're Cooler Master... I need to check what they are. Cooler Master...
Okay.
Wrong side. Value Select.
Okay. But those parts are new, right?
Yeah.
We ended up getting new parts for there.
This here, this SATA cable, and this SATA cable, and a motherboard are the newest of all the stuff.
Okay, so you got old parts and new parts mixed together.
Yes, and the microprocessor is kind of new, but I actually didn't get it at the same time as the motherboard and this SATA cable and this SATA cable.
Okay.
I got the microprocessor a while ago, and then I got this here SATA cable and this SATA cable along with another one quite a while ago now, it seems like.
Okay, can you demonstrate for us how some of these components would fit into a motherboard?
Okay. I'll just set this stuff down. Okay. First of all, I'll do the heatsink. So, this is actually the original heatsink from inside that case.
Okay, so the microprocessor...
The microprocessor would go here. And first of all, you would lift this here lever here up and stuck the microprocessor in here, which would be, and this motherboard in particular uses has a socket FM2.
Okay.
And in that case, that motherboard is a socket FM2 plus. So
you just
lower this,
lock it in there.
After you have the microprocessor in there, you stick heatsink compound on the microprocessor, then stick the heatsink on that. And of course, usually there would be a fan on the heatsink, usually. But I took that fan off, so...
Yeah, we don't have an extra fan
Yeah.
with this one.
And this here usually would be on there, kind of like that. But, of course, the fan's off of it, so I can take it off. And what you do to attach this heatsink is I don't know how to describe this really, but you there's two little tabs all like that, look kind of like that. And you stick it on there, and this here on this side, you stick that onto the other tab, and you then do this.
Yep, it just kind of locks in there, right?
Yeah. And it doesn't seem to be trying to work correctly. Usually, it should be kind of hard.
I think you got it now, right?
Yeah, I got it this time though.
Okay, so what else goes on there?
And also you would stick a I/O shield, which in this case looks like this, and it goes right here, but in the case it would stand like this. This would be in the case, so imagine this is the case, and you would just
that's the
screw
part
the
that,
motherboard in.
Yeah, normally from the outside of your computer you can just see this, right?
Yeah,
But that's,
you can normally just see this here. And also, there's usually a bit of RAM.
yeah. And that's where the RAM would go. So.
Yeah, RAM would go in these here, and in this case they're black and blue.
Yeah. So when somebody talks about how much RAM their computer has, that's what the RAM looks like, right?
This is what it looks like in stick form. In in an actual circuit board.
Yeah, that's how it clicks in.
So how you stick this in is you set it, basically you do that, you slide in, there's two little grooves at either side of the RAM slot, you slide it in and you push.
Yeah, and it kind of clicks in there, right?
And you hear that click. When you hear that click, that's a good thing, because as you see, that there moved in,
Yeah.
because that's why those little notches are there.
Yeah, and you gotta make sure you line all those notches up correctly, right?
Yeah, they have to be lined in and up correctly, or you have a computer that won't work. And personally, I just do one end and then the other, because I know it won't affect it at all, and it's easier.
Okay.
And you might notice that this motherboard has these here things.
Okay. What are those?
These are called expansion slots. This here is for your graphics card, and these are for other expansion cards. And you can plug other expansion cards in here, but it might not work. And I've got a Wi-Fi card here that looks like this, with an antenna on it still. And how you do that is you just push, like that,
It just kind of plugs in
and
here.
bam, it's in.
Okay, so then do you need to hook cables to that yet, or is that everything it needs?
That's everything this here needs, but some expansion cards, such as graphics cards, need cables. And graphics cards need a cable that helps power them.
Okay.
And also, if you have a hard drive, which most people do, you would need something called a SATA cable or IDE cable. In this case, we need to use a SATA cable, since this motherboard only has SATA connectors. And how you do that is and this is how it looks like.
Yeah. So
You
just
stick it in the thing that looks like that there blue thing. The
those
blue
little
thing.
blue slots there.
Yeah, in one of these blue slots.
And then the other end would plug into your hard drive, right?
And the other end would plug into the hard drive,
Okay.
if it's a SATA hard drive.
Okay.
Because you can't stick an IDE cable into a SATA hard drive. The IDE cable is just too big.
Okay. So we should move to the last thing you wanted to do. which was turn on your computer that you built and
Yeah.
show how that it works. And
Okay.
so you need to plug it in. Remember, we
first
unplugged
of all, it needs to be plugged in. So here's what a power cord looks like for most computers. This here cord is an older cord, but it works just fine. So you stick it into the back of your computer, and that's what a power supply looks like from the inside of a case. And you just push it in.
Okay, so you plugged into the power supply. Normally, you wouldn't run your computer with the side off, right?
You
How
normally
come?
won't stick it off, keep it off. Because you might have, the computer might have an issue and it might do stuff.
Yeah, there's electricity in there and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But for a demonstration, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So now let's go to the,
So did you turn it on?
not yet.
Okay, go ahead. And what's that fan that's spinning in there doing?
Those fans are cooling it off.
Okay.
And in total, this computer has 4 fans. One in the power supply, one here, and there's actually one in the graphics processor. The graphics card.
Okay. So is it booting up?
Who knows?
Inquiring minds want to know. So we go look.
Yeah, but you like
Okay, there's our screens over here. Oh, I saw a flash.
a purple. And this machine has Ubuntu on it, a free OS from Linux, a free Linux OS. Doesn't have any cost.
And there it goes.
And here it is. And I'm just gonna do this quickly.
Okay.
Show something.
Time to wrap
Wait.
it up.
And it can even go on the internet. And how you do that, you might ask? Well, the only internet engine is Firefox. Firefox comes with Linux OSs. Just gotta wait for it to connect. It should be good.
Let's try it now.
It might take a while because it has a
Oh,
A4 in it, but
looks like it's trying.
it's trying.
But this is on the old modem, so it may not work very good, right?
Yeah. Might
Because we should.
not work.
I think we should probably wrap up at that point. But
Oh,
there,
yay,
see,
it's
it's
connected.
trying to connect.
It's connected here.
If we had the actual cable run over from the newer modem, it would be on right away, though, right?
Yeah, probably would be.
Yeah. See, it can't connect. But that's a good place to stop. Okay.
Just
ready?
wait. Okay. It can't go on the internet right now, but I've had it go on the internet before, so.
Okay, that's a whole other topic, though.
Yeah.
So let's stop with that. Okay.
So that's all, folks.
Okay.